spelling. Who's gonna check? Be professional.
Feel about it or something. Just be like, so you just missed the biggest shit.
Have a suggestion box and everyone can write whatever they want anonymously, and I can read it and won't disclose whatever it is. How does that sound to people?
That's great.
Waylon? Comac? Perfect. Let's work on this.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Effects control, there's an option called filter.
I try that.
I feel you guys can start here.
We have fucking 17 minutes to go live, people!
We can start on
Where?
Yeah, do you want?
And
They thought I was serious. Alright guys, I'm closing the doors. As soon as you see Da'a's face up there, just assume we're live. Good luck.
wait, you have to give us a
Girl apple.
And as we added that to the list of dumb shit that Trump said, our list became longer
Apple
than
lips.
CBS.
I just got caught up drawing, and you know that stuff I was telling you about? Ooh. I mean, thank you, but the drawing was kind of revealing, and then sister found it.
Yes.
That's our show. What a diverse dialogue.
God bless you, honey.
It's a wrap, guys. We did it.
So many times, but I still
How do I feel about that? I feel good. I like branching out. I like the character. I like both characters I play. I feel like they match my eyebrows very well, with the high arches, you know. The first character is more fun, but the second one's a bitch, and I love to channel like my inner bitch.
She doesn't have to channel it.
a lot of anxious breakdowns. In the middle of the studio, all the time, totally.
no interviews. Please stop.
My role at Infinity? Well, I guess it's everything. They want me to do everything. Abdullah's really incompetent, so I mean,
At least you have a role.
So I guess yeah, they just put me in charge of sound, camera, you know, setting up everything. You know.
I hate him.
In all seriousness, folks, I cannot stress this enough. Voting is a privilege, so get the fuck off your ass and do it. It takes 10 minutes. I will drive you to a polling place. It will change the country. Go fucking vote.
And now musical performance by Camille Mirza.
It's Kamil, dude.
If I had $1 for every time somebody told me I'm exotically impressive, snap their fingers at my face. Don't validate the things I say. I didn't ask for your approval. I'm okay. I'm okay. I had a dollar for every time somebody tried to educate me like I'd never seen the world. But do you know just who I am and what I do? Before you teach me, try to learn a thing or two. I speak Urdu. If I had a dollar for every time somebody told me I was right when I was wrong, so I sing this song. Hampshire, you've given me hope, you've given me strength, you've given me a whole lot of fucked up friends who teach me things I want to unlearn. Kidding, Hampshire, it's hard to wipe my smirk off when so many of your kids are jerk-offs, such hypocrites. That being said, I love you still, Hampshire. Ooh, Hampshire. Yeah. If I had a dollar for every time somebody came to me without knowing my history and told me what I can and cannot say and cannot do, it makes no sense now. Why should I listen to you? You're such a tool.
Badi, a truly gentle soul, considered killing the deportation officers. Of course, he decided against it, but the instinct to protect his family was strong. He told me if they were to catch Pausoni and send him back, they might as well kill him here and send him back to Tuvalu in a coffin. The fight for survival. New Zealand and Australia have been more hurtful than helpful in this fight. The International Refugee Convention, or the 1951 Refugee Convention, is the United Nations multilateral treaty defining who can be classified as refugees, and sets out the rights of those seeking asylum and the responsibilities of nations granting asylum. The International Refugee Convention, because it was written in 1951, back when cigarettes were still recommended by doctors, it does not recognize victims of climate change as refugees. This means that those seeking asylum from sinking islands like Tuvalu or Kiribati, another island in the South Pacific with constant ocean flooding, cannot legally be classified as refugees. If they leave their country to go to the closest safe nations, Australia or New Zealand, they will be considered illegal immigrants. Instead, they have no legal choice but to stay on their island and slowly drown. Instead of granting asylum, Australia introduced a research study stating that Tuvalu is not going underwater, but it is actually growing, which is just bullshit. The research study was published in supplement to a statement administered by the Australian government. Rather than accepting their homes are doomed and looking to migrate to countries such as Australia and New Zealand, the researchers say they should start planning for a long-term future. Continuing in this study, island nations need to find creative solutions to adapt to climate change that take into account their homeland's evolving geography. Long-term solutions? Like what? This island takes an Olympian like 30 minutes to run across, and they're supposed to solve global warming? The United States keeps asking the global community what it is doing to combat terrorism. But I would like to ask what they are doing to prevent Pacific Island nations from disappearing. Waves are rolling over Tuvalu. It is not our fault that global warming is taking place. The issue is, how can the rich world help Tuvalu? As I think about this part of my family that welcomed me, someone they never met before, into their home and their arms, I wonder if we have the same capacity to accept without fear. But I'm not so sure.
America to Hampshire's Got Talent Season 2. Yes, yes, of course. I know, thank you. Tonight we have planned a grand show for you. But before I proceed, I must introduce my dearest, most lovely friend in the whole world, who's there for me when I was at my most vulnerable, back when I was doing time in Finland. So, especially when I was doing time in Finland, wow. I was there when the Pope was visiting. He was giving a speech to help save this orphanage, you know. It was a gorgeous orphanage right by the beautiful glistening lake with rolling green hills where I was staying on vacation. Now, to make a long story short, the day before the speech, I was having a double martini, shaken of course, and I was trying to light my cigarette when this huge burp came out, like, and I became a fucking flamethrower. And the Pope, right, he was seated right at the next table, and I had to, like, walk over and apologize. So I go over, cigarette in my hand, and I burped again. So the guards tackle me, and that's how I ended up in prison the second time around. And I wouldn't have made it through without my dearest, dearest friend, who will be joining us today and for every episode after, the great, the lovely Judah Fijani.
Hello. Oh, it's so nice to see you again out of those shackles. Hello, friends, family, peeps, enemies of the show. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Carol, for that trip down memory lane. Remember the time we spent on the nude beach in Miami?
Oh my God.
We sang, we danced, we ate food,
Yes.
smoked a little pot.
Ooh.
I saved you from the angry tourist with a tote bag.
Bitch. Oh my God, what was her name?
Bertha!
That bitch.
Remember when you told her she should add more seasoning to the mac and cheese?
God.
And she threw the whole pot at you? The gag is, it was your own pot.
It was such a beautiful pot. I still have to talk to my therapist about that, like at least twice a week. It's so much processing. Anyway, let's move on to the star of tonight's show. Now, truly a virtuoso, Owen can be heard playing out by the trees in the quad, in the corners of the quad, right by a colony of giant bees where he took up a residency as an undercover assassin. Actually, a lot of assassins in this show.
Assassin.
That's all right. They make fantastic musicians. Now, he was later hired by the town sheriff to snuff out the nastiest queen bee, even nastier than myself. And he brought his guitar with him when he went, and it saved his life when a grizzly bear attacked, and he propped its teeth open, just like a musical toothpick. His instincts told him to play dead. It was a very bad decision on his part, but we made a very good decision by dragging him off the hospital bed and sneaking him out the window to see you all. We give you Owen Mead!
Cool. Alright, this is a song called Wanna Love. Just wanna love with no complications. Just wanna love with no stipulations tonight. Tonight, cocktails under the moonlight. Tonight, I got no inclination to fight. Tonight, I throw my hands up, put a drink in my cup, and let you do what you wanna do. Grab my waist and pull me in closer. Past introductions, now we're on the same page, yeah. Feel my heart beating in my chest. Been reading between the lines, think you love me the best. Oh no, where do we go back at the bar, wondering how I got this far. The people down those mugs of foam, well, I feel distant, dazed alone. I can't help but contemplate and meditate, I'm frustrated. And I wanna kiss ya, I wanna touch ya, do all the things that humans do. But it's just like I'm watching myself on screen. David Attenborough's my narrator. Here's how it goes down in the wilderness, bewildered. This is what I want, but I can't get my body on it. Grab my waist and pull me in closer. Past introductions, now we're on the same page. Feel my heart beating in my chest. Been reading between the lines, think you love me the best. Oh no. Just wanna feel our lips pressed together. I wanna feel light as a feather tonight. Tonight, I feel your patience getting thinner. I'm like, is he outer, is he inner? It ain't right. Can't wait forever, for worse or for better. Are you setting the pace or stuck in your place? Why don't you move in closer? A girl just wants to know you chose her. Oh no, yeah. Where do we go? Yeah, yeah, all right, all right. Cool.
Calling. My producer's telling me that the dancers want to come on and do a little dance. Do we have more time for that? You want to sing another song?
Sure, why not? Thank you. Cool. This is another original. It's called Indie Movie. Hey, it's me, the one-dimensional female character from this indie movie, and I just wanna drink beer and be near all of your one-dimensional guy friends, because I'm attracted to you, because you're a struggling artist living with your mom, and that kinda turns me on. So walk with me down Fifth Avenue in New York City, because the skyscrapers fit the cinematography. Saw those eyes, I felt a spark. I took your hand and said, do you want to get coffee with me? There's a great new place we should try. The coffee's pretty good, but the scones are kind of dry. Couldn't hurt to try it. I'll buy it, but you're an independent woman in this indie movie, so alright. We can skip the part where we break up, because it'll never make the director's cut.
the director's cut. Thanks. Thank you.
Ooh, that was so amazing. Owen, come back.
Okay, sure. Thank you. That was a really fun.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in for Hampshire's Got Talent. Once again, this is Owen Mead. I am your lovely host,
Thank you.
Carolina. And of course, Judah V. Dottie.
Hey, the Grammy's calling.
Ooh, who is this? Oh, hello. Ring, ring, it's Lady Gaga.
With my dress on.
Mother, I can't call her a bitch. She's actually amazing. Well, tune in next week for Hampshire's Got Talent. Okay. I can't say whether you'll be thrown into the sea. Or not. I can say that things feel different after swimming for a while. I became a mermaid. Swam through the wreckage. I got wrecked and I sank. And on the bottom of the sea, the colors were so strange and so bright. I think, I will stay forever. I was born above the bathtub. I have felt like a boat. I want to see what it will be like to be the sea. I can't say whether or not you'll be thrown into the sea.
Hey there, you just watched some great grade A Infinity content. If you want to subscribe to Infinity, you can click right here. If you want to watch more musical Infinity content, you can click right over here. Or, for something entirely different, you can click down here. Go do it. Now what is this? I said I wanted a rocking chair. How's old Uncle Charlie supposed to rock out like this? Now you want to hear about Bigfoot? Now here's what they don't tell you about Bigfoot. Bigfoot's a goddamn ghost. Bigfoot is a goddamn ghost. You know, they ask, They find scat and hair and footprints. You wonder, like, you don't find those from a ghost, do you? You can. The thing is, with a ghost, you ain't looking for footprints, because a ghost's footprints look like anybody else's footprints. But it won't if that ghost ain't a human. That's why Bigfoot's ghosts, their tracks are just disappearing out of nowhere. Not like a 700-pound hairy old man disappears out of nowhere. He can't do that unless he's a ghost. Bigfoot's a goddamn ghost. I'm telling you. These people, they don't believe me. You don't believe me back there, do you? Bigfoot's a ghost. I mean, and you asked why there's biological tracks left. He attacks deer as he eats garbage out of nowhere. Well, what do ghosts do normally? They do what they did while they were alive. You find old Victorian ghosts in Victorian houses in their Victorian outfits. What's Bigfoot do? Maybe he's the ghost of a Neolithic man or something. One of them, what's it called? What's it called? Neanderthal. What if Bigfoot's the ghost of a Neanderthal man? He's just going out hunting how he normally does, except now he's a ghost. And I mean, poltergeists can touch people, they can move things, throw things, leave things around. Ghosts can do all kinds of things. I mean, really, the possibilities are endless. And I mean, Bigfoot, there's been sightings all over. There's this footage from the 1960s, you ever seen the Patterson footage? Because that shit's proof right there. Now this here footage, this is stabilized footage by Bill Munns of the Patterson Gimli footage. Now see how this Bigfoot's walking. No person walks like that. There ain't no person with knees that long that bend like that. I mean, look at this. This right here. Now, Walt Disney and the other companies that were capable of faking this footage at the time, they saw this and were like, what the hell is this? So they tried to fake it and couldn't. They couldn't fake it. Nobody in that industry could recreate that footage. No person walks like that. So if that ain't proof of Bigfoot's real, I don't know what is. So now we know he's out there. But again, no body's ever found. But what doesn't leave a body? A ghost. Bigfoot's a goddamn ghost. Bye.
Our next guest brings us some hard-hitting investigative journalism.
Please welcome the esteemed Dutch Clark.
Hey! Welcome, Dad. Okay, now listen, I've been digging, and I tell you this rabbit hole, it goes all the way down to the top! Okay, let me tell you a thing or two about the Gary Sinise... Oh, gee. Let me tell you about the Gary Sinise music group. And I'm not talking Gary Sinise, the man who brought life to beloved taciturn detective Mac Taylor as he solved crimes in the Big Apple on CSI NYC Gary Sinise. No! I'm talking about the Gary Sinise of the Gary Sinise music group, The Moment! Gary friended me. He just invited me to the Gary Sinise music group, a regular innocent Facebook group full of old men talking about songs from the 80s, a safe space for music lovers. Every post is tagged NSFW if it's dirty and SFW if it's not, just so you can be sure it's a small corner of internet purity, or so I thought! You see, the Gary Sinise music group is a few key players. Gary Sinise, the ringleader, and then you have Dallin Sperms, who's like an archivist and kind of a sad sack. There's Robert Edward Kraft, he's got kind of a short fuse. And then there's Chris Riddleberger, he's just a real big fucking asshole. Oh, yeah. And so I was curious about them, you know, and I checked on some of their profiles. I checked on them. These folksy men who listen to 80s music and talk like they don't know how the internet works. And here's the thing. Dallin Sperms promised to do the weekly minutes. He did. He just straight up promised, only to realize he couldn't. And then he had a full-on meltdown. And Gary spoke to his brother, found out he tossed a computer down 3 flights of stairs. Except here's the thing. Dallin Sperms doesn't exist. He is David Morris of the 2006 University of Virginia cycling team. Which means that Gary didn't talk to his brother, which means Gary doesn't exist, which means none of them exist. What are they doing? What is going on? Who are you? Why are you doing this to me? I may be obsessed and it may be slowly destroying my personal relationships, but I'll find out what you're doing, Gary. I'm gonna find you. I'm coming for you, Gary. I'm coming. Now some first-hand accounts. How has the Gary Sinise music group impacted you?
It's ruining my life, to be quite frank. It's taken over every aspect of my social life. It's the only thing that anybody ever talks about here at Hampshire College. And the people in the group are real mean. They're real mean.
Thank you. Next up, we have Jacob, if you could come on. Tell us about your time as the exasperator.
I feel for the first time I've really found a community that accepts me for who I truly am inside of the Gary Sinise music group, and everybody really knows me. There's a really friendly neighborhood feeling, and I don't really know what's going on with you, Dutch, but I think you need a hey man, okay, happy emoji, okay.
Taylor. What's going on?
There's a lot to consider. There's Denison College, UVA, Richmond, a lot of them are from Philly, and then you start to make phone calls to the numbers that they send you, and you find out that it's not Colin, and it's not Bill, and it's also not Chris, and then Robert Kraft calls you from New York, and they leave you messages on your phone, and it really freaks you and your partner out. Also, I've been sexually solicited on Facebook multiple times, and at this point, I've got pending allegations of being a Holocaust denier on the page. So there's just a lot of gears in motion, and they all make me sad.
I'll be laughing at your deathbed, Gary! I'll be laughing!
All right. Thanks for that. You can go home, or wherever it is you live. I'm sorry this happened to you. Hey, you'll be okay, buddy. We love you.
All right, and that marks the start of our actual stream. Welcome, Colin. It's nice of you to join me in my office.
This is a very nice office you have here. You have many detached heads.
Yeah, well, I need somebody to be my friend. So this week we are working on electing people to student people to our board of trustees and the people that are trying to save Hampshire and bring it back. We've got a bunch of different positions. We've got.
They've got. This isn't us.
They've got, not us. Student trustee elect. That's important. Student member of the Academic Affairs Committee, the student member of Advancement Committee, student member of the Buildings, Grounds, and Environmental Sustainability Committee, student member of the Enrollment Committee, student member of the Finance Committee, and student member of the Student Life Committee. That's a lot of committees.
It is a lot of committees.
Voting ends. You have to cast your ballot by Wednesday, September 18th at noon. And you probably should, because voting's important. And we all have to vote this year, because if we don't, you know what happens when you don't vote.
Yeah.
What
Everybody vote.
It already
happened.
what
happened last time.
Yeah. So our student trustee elects on the ballot this year, we have Elliot O'Connell, 18F, and Eli Alejo, 17F. And they have a couple statements. I'm not going to vote yet because I want to actually read and be an informed voter. Colin,
that is the smart thing to do.
Colin just blew through it because he's irresponsible.
I just haven't had a chance to read this email yet.
Exactly. See, irresponsible. For our student member of the Academic Affairs Committee, we have one member, Samuel Shaffrey, 16F. Wonderful gent. And here, would you like to read a few, Colin? Can you take my fancy?
We have Blue Kirkpatrick. As soon as I start talking, Blue Kirkpatrick, 18F. Isabella M. Aguirre?
Aguirre. Yeah, we apologize. That's it. What's she for though? We don't know what she's for. What is she running for? Isabella. Student member of Buildings, Grounds, and Environmental Sustainability Committee. Now that shit's important. So vote for the one candidate that's applying for it.
Yes.
Please. Okay. Then we have student member of the Enrollment Committee, Zachary Loganov, Andy Ramirez, Sierra Caras. Yeah, they all sound pretty good. They've been here. They've been here a couple years. They're not new students. Good. 18F, 17F, and 18F, and they're not spring transfer students, who, of course, as we all know, are trash.
Who says that?
Who else? But me.
Of course.
And our last, student member of the Finance Committee. We have no candidates.
Maybe one of you should run.
Yeah. Do you like money? Do you like to handle money? Do you like to handle money for a school? Now that's a job. All right, and that is who we have on our ballot. Wow. Oh wait, there's more. Student member of the Student Life Committee. We have Regia Camfort. I'll let you do that one, Colin.
You think I'm gonna be able to say that right? Olai Wildboar?
Wildeboar. I'll tell you how this name is spelled. It's OLA''I, and if I knew how to pronounce that, I promise I'd try. And then Zubaida Bello, and those are our candidates for the Student Life Committee. Seriously, guys, go vote. Read their statements. They all wrote like a bunch of stuff.
Very important.
It means a lot, especially to our school. And that's it. Those are our positions and our candidates. And that is what would you say that's the most important news we had?
I mean, we could talk about the dining hall hours. We could talk about a number of any other things. The library hours. Library is not open Saturdays this year, unfortunately.
Are we allowed to talk bad about our school?
Not on the Hampfest stream.
Okay, I'll wait. It's fine. What is the free press anyway? Wait, cut. Start again. Okay. Also on the Student Daily Digest that we get every day, that half of us read, we had people got a pass today. It's the last day to add Hampshire courses on the hub. Last day to request 5 college courses. Oh, Hampfest is today. Y'all should go.
Yeah. It's happening right now. You should go.
Yeah. Stop watching. You go. If anyone.
Shut your eyes and go outside.
Mm-hmm. Walk around until you run into something.
Yeah.
Then ask for help to get to Hampfest. It's very important. And that's most of our news. Do we want to talk about some of our shows that we're doing this year?
Yeah, sure. We have a lot of shows coming up, including Hampshire's Got Talent, a whole new season of that. Auntie Matchmaker might be coming.
We're hoping.
We're hoping.
Auntie's in bed. Yeah.
She's getting better. We have a working title, but Below the Board, possibly coming up.
I'm going to be playing on that show, so you should watch it. I mean,
it's going to be very well produced.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful. We have Hamp Music coming back, so if anybody's in a band or likes music or just wants to do stuff.
Just want to play a whole set on camera?
Do you want a place to record? Yeah, we're going to be working on getting higher quality equipment, higher quality sound recordings. It's going to be really fun. Everything's going to be boosting in quality this year. That's our main goal. So we have that. We're going to I'm going to look for some kind of level of Dungeons and Dragons shows, but we'll see. We got spicy.
If you're interested in playing Dungeons and Dragons with us, contact us.
Please. I'm begging. Okay, and we have a Spicy Nerds show-ish sort of thing that might be combining with a gaming show. We're gonna kind of figure that out as it goes along. We've been becoming more organized, but we're not quite there yet. You can bear with us.
Hampfest.
You can come back, in a week, and we'll be perfect.
Yeah.
I think
we'll
people
have
are just
news
talking.
in a week.
think people are
Infinity
talking
News is coming back. That's another show. We didn't have it really as its own thing last semester. It's a new thing again.
It's a new thing. It's its own. It's going to be live. We're going to be talking real shit. We're going to be doing cool news. We're going to be saying funny stuff. We're going to be saying serious stuff.
We're going to give you your Hampshire news too.
Yeah, Hampshire
All
news.
the important stuff. None of the boring
news.
stuff.
Yeah.
Promise. Trust me.
Everything will be interesting. Everything's going to be funny. There's going to be action, heartbreak, drama, romance.
All action-packed right in this news.
Yeah, acrobatics. It's gonna be basically like Cirque du Soleil, but like
in a news format.
Yeah, but like but as if like ABC News was doing it. Except we're better than ABC News.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Did y'all see the Democratic debate last night? That was boring. All right. What else do we have planned for this stream? What are we planning on doing?
For the rest of the stream, we are going to run a Jackbox game, and then we're going to cut back to some more greatest hits of Infinity the last couple semesters. We have more music stuff that's going to go on. Some of our greatest things.
Catch our classic performances. What do you want from us? What do you want from us?
Somebody's waving at us.
I was talking to the audience, but... Well, you know, it's been wonderful. I'm glad we got to talk about some of the important issues.
Yeah.
Talk about some of our new shows. We just really need help.
Talking for a second. I'll switch the other.
Oh yeah, of course. You know, we don't hide our technical things here. We like to be honest and upfront. Also, everybody, just a quick time check. It's 14 minutes until 4:20, so get moving. I know I will be. Haha. Yeah, and new co-host. She's interesting. She's got far more to say than Colin. Hot take, dear. I mean, you know, I don't think other communities would like that, but controversy is important. Hello. We'll be playing Jackbox. That means that you, people watching, can join us. You can play along with professional comedians and actors. Let's see. We're going to go ahead to... Jackbox.tv. You just all you do is you go to jackbox.tv, type in the 4-letter code.
Can I have this couch?
Can I have this chair?
Yes,
The
please.
big-looking
Please
chair?
sit everywhere you would like. Anywhere
This
you'd like.
couch is really small.
They've got names. You get to do your own funny name, like poop fart. Like that's funny, you know.
Well, it's just
And
us.
I wonder if it'll actually let that through. I mean, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
they're like anything.
I need a room code.
I like to imagine so. It is UHBX. Yeah, just put it right over Wolfie's face. Yeah, over mine. That's better. Just over my face. Oh my god, I am Jackbox. I don't think it's gonna let me put poop fart in.
Wait, I was
don't
Emily's
think it likes
cunt
it.
last night.
Emily's cunt?
And
What?
also mangy cunt and dummy cummies and
You know we're streaming to like children right now, right?
Whoopsies.
What aren't you doing?
What is it? Oh, UHBX.
Mm-hmm. Yuck. I do agree to your terms of service. By the way, also never read the terms of service. Whatever you do, never. You always agree. Because if you get yourself under enough contracts, they eventually all cancel out. It's like catching diseases. If you catch every single one, then you'll never be sick again.
I didn't see the screen.
Well, go sit over there.
Be in this frame.
Oh, he can move it.
Are y'all Camp Hamp and Dr. B?
What? I'm
What?
Camp Hamp.
You're Camp Hamp? Are you?
That's me.
You're Dr.
I'm
B.
Not even. I don't know what to be.
Oh, I should switch.
Hello.
Can I do?
Bunch of bees. Bunch of bee. UHBX. Let me in. Is it because I have a bunch of other things open? Do I need to close
like your
Mob
friend
Psycho
here.
100? Thank you. She's a very sweet lady. Nope, go with that. You know. You know?
Terrible. I made a terrible mistake.
Dr. B.
Are you a single bee?
Yeah.
My name is Bunch of Bee. I need my phone.
Dr. B. Do you not have your phone?
He's got the iPad.
My iPad, so I can have a nice big screen and feel like, you know, bougie and shit, but
I
then,
see.
you know, I just got wrecked, so that's fine.
What'd you get?
That's what I get for trying to be a bunch of bees. Alright, Jackbox. Let's do this real quick and easy. Jackbox.tv.
Indeed.
UHBX. I don't know
Oh,
why.
it's National Video Game Day.
Wow.
Is it really?
Oh.
We're playing a video game.
Yeah. I got video games on my socks.
Whoa, even better.
There we go. Ready to play.
In we go. Juulin.
Juulin and Boolin. We're not on camera right now, right? Oh, we are.
Our camera is on in the corner.
I guess I won't be Juulin.
Jewel for the kids.
Yeah.
Show them how it's done.
I would.
It's supposed to be an informative show. You gotta teach him.
Juuling is bad for you. I mean, probably. We don't
Only
really
if they're
know.
like black market ones.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Juul's safe. No, don't jewel at all.
Yeah, kids shouldn't jewel. Adults should jewel.
Yeah.
If you're an adult, get a jewel. Like, buy one and just start smoking.
This is round one where you'll
Don't
get
share.
500.
Yeah, no,
Don't
don't share.
share.
Never share. Never ever share.
Sharing's bad.
And you'll
Stop
get a cool
sharing once you start
1,000
turning.
for finding the truth.
Yeah, that's okay. For everyone, you fool.
Give me a category.
Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I get to choose the category. Oh, that's why I came up with my phone. That's why it's different. Oh my lord. I don't know who Melissa McCarthy is. What?
The game audio is on the stream, but it's still not on this side.
I guess
All right.
Oh, I guess I was timed. I guess I didn't
Melissa
get
McCarthy
to. So we're in Melissa
His
McCarthyism.
character in Bridesmaids was an homage to blank.
Melissa McCarthy admitted
Now
that
write a lie in your
hilarious bit
device
in
that the other
Bridesmaids
players
was an
might think is
homage to
true.
something.
If you're stumped, you can hit the lie for me button, but
Homage.
using
Homage.
it's only worth half the points.
Homage.
It won't let me in.
And also it's Melissa McCattery.
Mechanic.
Battery.
Please, get it right. And hilarious is a bit of a stretch. I would go more like astronomically, historically perfect for all of comedy. Oh, so
Alright,
much
now
time.
find the
Guy
truth
here.
and select
So
your
much time for
device.
this.
What does that say?
What is what say?
The middle one.
Ebony Darkness, the Miniature Raven.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick that one. That one sounds real. Shit. Oh,
I don't know her
those are-
character in
Nothing
Bridesmaids.
shook out.
I've never
Yeah,
seen Bridesmaids.
Yeah. What? Dr. B. Nice.
Thanks.
A single bee's lie.
You've never read that?
Single bees don't
fanfic?
lie.
It's
Yourself?
like
Oh, you guys are fools.
infamous.
Ah!
What the fuck was it?
What?
What?
Cats? Oh, it's
Wait,
definitely.
what?
Guy
Was it Guy Fieri?
Ah, I
Motherfucker,
nailed
of
it.
course it was fucking Guy Fieri.
What?
She just radiates Guy Fieri energy
I don't know.
whenever she goes.
I
You
don't
took the audience to Flavortown.
Oh, she.
Oh, second place.
Third place, thanks.
Yeah, but you're looking at first place over here.
Ah, shut up.
Alright, Dino.
Category.
Camp Ham pick Dino Data.
Oh,
Dino.
it's
I
the
don't-
Colonel.
Crazy Colonel.
Crazy
Whoa.
Colonel.
And the
Can't wait till
question
September
is,
24th. The
in
KFC dating sim
2016,
comes out.
KFC
Play it.
has
What?
dictated
Yeah.
I heard
it
about
smells
that.
like fried
KFC
yeah.
has a dating
It's your
sim.
lies now.
A dating sim that smells like fried chicken. Oh my god.
Get the
my
date,
God.
the Colonel.
It announced a,
Oh, I think I put that in wrong.
That's okay. I'll take it.
Finish quick, or just hit
Jackbox
the
always
like
makes
button.
typos.
Okay, here you go. Find the truth.
Sentence stamp. I too want a soft drink that smells like fried
Bunch
chicken.
of cheese.
The
Just
Created a bunch of
of
cheese, man.
cheese smells like chicken.
But like just a bunch of it.
That's
Yeah,
just
I
a
eat
bunch
that
of
cheese.
cheese.
I'd absolutely eat that cheese.
All right, let's
Honestly,
see
if it's
what
soft
everybody
drink, I'm gonna be disgusted.
Yeah.
Cause that shit's
Got
like,
him.
No.
A single bee's lie. Wow. Sentence stamp.
Also.
Oh my God, Dr. B. Well, that's why you got your doctorate. Please don't.
That's
terrible.
Ah, you can bake like fried chicken.
Why does anybody want to smell like fried chicken? I mean,
They didn't announce that it was available. They specifically announced just that it was created.
I see.
it smelled like absolute
Look that up.
garbage.
Give me the money.
Fucking. Oh,
Mom.
Dr. B. Use that
Unhand
PhD.
my squirrels.
Try this one.
Honestly, yeah, I feel bad for
Wildlife
squirrels.
Rescue
Squirrel
in
Creek Wildlife
Colorado
Rescue,
was
but
closed in
authorities
2016.
didn't like
The owner claims it was because authorities didn't like the blank he runs on the same property. Write your lies now.
This one, y'all.
I got too close to the truth too. Of course you would rate that.
What? Y'all both know the truth. What's the truth?
I'm not gonna tell
We
you.
both wrote it by accident.
What is it?
I don't know
Was
what
it a
to
pot
rate
farm?
it.
have to figure it out.
It was a pot farm, wasn't it? That's a yes. Uh-oh. Ooh. Wow.
No, I put it in.
Cutting it close there.
Yeah.
Leg.
The leg.
The leg.
He runs
The
on the same-
leg.
Wow. That was
that dude. He's running
you
so
guys.
many legs.
that was quality. Oh my God.
I panicked.
Who put it in leg? I almost voted for that just to give you the points. That was so good.
Ah, I've been fooled.
Oh, I know exactly what it was.
By Dr. B.
I know exactly what this was.
It was
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I put
Knew
in
it.
brothel.
Knew it.
I put in the exact same thing.
It counted a brothel as a swingers club. Those are two very different things.
Same actions happening.
Oh, look at me in last place with a
I've
hot.
risen to the
Ham
top.
pushed out just by a little bit.
See, kids never pays.
Shouldn't have given you that like.
You're never getting it back.
Now for round two,
Shouldn't have
where
given you that like.
mistakes are doubled.
All right, round two. 2000.
Oh, with me.
All right, choose a category.
Scented bottoms.
Scented bottoms. It's not gonna be like scented butts though.
I really wish.
Missouri Candlemaker
Missouri
5B
Candlemaker
and
5B
Company
and
sells a
Company
scented soy
sells a
candle with the name
Scented
the
soy
bottom
candle
of
with the
blank.
name the bottom
All
of.
right, type in your
It's
lies.
gotta suck for people who are allergic to soy. Like, just can't burn anything.
They better get good. Become unallergic to soy.
Just evolve
Or just
past
eat it
your.
anyways, like the rest of us.
How are y'all
lactose intolerant.
already all done?
Just evolve past your allergy.
Exactly.
Like,
Wait, why do you keep rising further above the chair?
Well, because it's uncomfortable.
Oh.
The seat part's just terrible.
Don't buy this chair.
Yeah, it's a terrible chair.
Wouldn't recommend.
1 out of 10.
You're gonna fall backwards.
I
Okay,
hope
look
not.
for the truth
that's
and pick
a
it.
wonderful chair. Are you kidding? I love that chair.
It is the world's.
Curse.
Oh, you know, I would. I'd
The
probably-
bottom of Jerry.
You know what? Quality turn of phrase. Somebody. I don't know. I'm going for the barrel here.
Yeah.
The bottom of the barrel seems still way too obvious.
Yeah, but like that's what it always is. It's always like the
Jerry.
vanilla ass answer.
Yeah.
It really
You voted for Jerry. You're out here
I wanted it to be
people.
real.
You really wanted to have a candle named the
But
bottom.
also, you guys just got fucked.
Oh wow!
It's Mom's purse,
All right,
isn't
clever,
it?
clever,
Yep.
clever. Yeah, it's gotta be.
That's
Wow.
definitely
Honestly, you know what? I get it. Sentimentality, that shit sells.
Shavings and green alcohol.
Oh, it should have been Jerry.
I would absolutely.
Jerry.
It should have been Jerry. Jerry's
I've been
bottom smells so
bamboozled.
good. The sweet, sweet smell of Jerry.
Oh, you're really not getting that lead back.
I will soon.
Oh, it's all coming. It's all coming up, Juulin. Y'all, it never pays to jewel.
Select a category.
Oh, Dino did it back again.
Honey, we're going mobster nicknames. It's all about that film noir.
Okay, here's the
You
question.
know I'm classy.
California
Mobster Ciro Terra Nova was a terror in the early 1900s, which you probably would be intimidated if you knew his nickname was the Blank
The
King.
Blank
Oh, I
King.
know exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, enter your lies.
I just went through.
Oh no, mine's just too accurate, too good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here are your choices.
Pussy.
Oh my god.
Shout out to Chris.
The crusty king.
The crusty king.
I love this part.
Oh, you guys are fools.
Oh.
Give me the points. I told you I'd be getting back to first.
I got it.
Artichoke? He's the artichoke king.
Yeah, obviously he's the
Why
artichoke
would any
king.
of us here write artichoke?
I guess that's true.
Yes, you're right, yeah.
He wasn't the cock king.
No one liked
I was
not the
hoping.
not king.
Not king.
He's not the king.
But not.
Oh,
clever.
Made it back to second, Wolfie. I'm coming for that first.
Oh, you're not getting it.
Yeah, well.
The competition is very stiff here.
It's Russian time. Oh no, it's not.
No, the Russians do like the video camera one.
This is the patented. Oh my god, I know exactly.
Oh, there's someone's picture of me on my phone.
I'm very satisfied with my answer. These last two answers really, they just came to me.
Hell yeah.
Strokes of genius.
I will say I get
You know?
Bee sting suit.
Furs on a suit. I don't know what it is.
I really like the idea of a portable gas chamber. Oh my god.
Persona's pretty good. Probably not the answer, but.
I'm going with bee sting.
Say, I thought it was shark protector, but it's worded weird. Oh no!
Oh.
It was shark protector!
Of course it was Dr. B!
He caught a single bee.
Yeah.
Shark protector. Is that the. Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay.
Oh, Wolfie, give me that first place.
Damn it!
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
What did I write?
I wrote Persona. I was gonna write
Oh,
first.
I wrote portable gas chamber.
I'm 15
Hey,
points
something
behind.
y'all. I've been getting all the pity points.
Dude,
this
who's got
round.
1,000 points?
What's up?
man.
I told you it never pays to jewel.
That's what with this stream's really
Time
about.
for the final finish, the only round that matters.
Final Fibbage. Plan to attend Troido Festival in Laza, Spain before Lent. Townspeople will likely shower you with piss.
And shit.
That's where I was going. with
Table crew over here taking the time.
Oh, I'm just being very careful. I was gonna write a joke and then I was like, no, this is crunch time.
This is your chance to take a comeback.
Okay, which one is
Suds and petals.
Pasta and dinner rolls.
I
Is
think
that
over
rolls
suds and
with
petals.
one L? Who spelled
That's
words wrong?
What's suds and petals? What?
Like soap suds
I got an
and
idea.
flower petals?
What the fuck? I don't know what it is.
I think I know
Dirt
what it
and
is.
fire
It's definitely
ants.
dirt and fire ants. I went for that one.
It was spelled
If it's
rolls.
Rolls. Hey, got him.
What?
What?
What was the
That
answer?
sounded way so vanilla. I
Please
was
be
like,
piss and vinegar.
God,
I guess
yeah.
it's suds and petals.
Yeah,
then, 'cause-
what's up?
What?
What's up?
I guess it's ants.
It's piss and vinegar.
I hope it's not.
It's got
Dirt.
what?
What?
You know what? You know
Lad.
what? That sounds like a party.
Maybe
Honestly.
some dirt and fire.
Alright, we're
mean,
going, right?
Everybody's gonna be moving. Nobody can stand still in that party like that.
Yeah, that sounds like so
How would
much
a
fun.
single
How would
bee
a
even
single
win?
bee Yeah, you're just one bee. You're
I
powerless.
had the power to sue the U.S. government over honey. That's what happened, right?
Did you
I
really just
did.
reference Bee Movie
I
in
did.
this studio? In this professional
That's
movie
right.
studio? You
I'm not-
chose
But
to
Wolfie,
reference
do you like
Bee Movie.
jazz?
And that was a deep cut Bee Movie
It
reference.
was.
Nobody knows that's what Bee Movie is about. Everybody thinks it's a love story. How you gonna...
Listen, I really unironically like the bee movie, so I know. a
Well,
lot
on that
about it.
note, thank you for joining us for Jackbox.
I watched it so many times as a kid.
Oh, honey.
When it came
Why
out,
are you ending on the Bee movie?
That's the worst
That's where we
thing
should have
can
started.
do. Bee memes went out of season 2 years ago.
We should have started with the Bee movie.
It wasn't a bee meme, it was bee art. It's like uncultured. Bee movie was a work of art.
B-movie is not a culture.
Anything involving Jerry Seinfeld is just
quality.
Yeah, I
Of
mean
the
you're right.
utmost
It's,
form.
yeah, it's art.
I don't know anything about who that is.
It's motherfucking Jerry the Bee.
I mean, I know he's the Bee. But
He's
I
the
don't know his
Bee.
history.
He's also Seinfeld.
In the show
is
Seinfeld.
named Seinfeld.
Never seen it. What else is it?
You don't know George Costanza? My girl
No.
Elaine? You don't know
No.
Kramer?
No!
He said the N-word on stage a bunch of times?
Yeah, he did.
I do not
What's his
know.
name? Michael Sheen? No, who played Kramer? Kramer actor.
Alright, well on that note, we're gonna switch back over.
Michael Richards.
I don't know any of the names.
Oh my god.
Apples. Kissing. That lesbian witch. Of course it had to be the devil's fruit. Oh, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna make her wish that she was never born.
Hello, and welcome back to Spicy Nerds.
I'm Luke.
And I'm Minia. Today we are here to talk about the most underrated anime. Woo! Arigato. Alright. So, first up today for the most underrated anime, which sadly, this is so underrated, man. It's crazy. The name of this is Rurouni Kenshin. It's based in the Sengoku Dai period in Japan, right after the imperialists sort of took away all the swords from all the samurai, and they were having to cope with that by putting down their swords and finding other jobs or just kind of being wanderers, like our main character, Kenshin. During the period of the Meiji era, he was a really awesome swordsman, and he killed a bunch of people for, I guess, the imperialist part of the government. But then he realized one day he didn't want to kill anymore and put down his sword and replaced it with a reverse blade sword that could not kill people. He adopted really, he adopted sort of values of peace and decided to just kind of like live low. But
So he only holds the sword backwards,
yeah,
right?
he only holds the sword backwards. But unfortunately, the evil villains of the previous era couldn't really cope with that, and they are attacking him and like coming back to confront him about all that he's done. And so basically, this anime follows his like passions and like his want for peace, but the sort of clashing of his past sort of confronting him constantly. There's a nice little love story in there. There's good like philosophical shit, and it's a really dope anime. Haven't checked out the manga, but I heard it's pretty dope from our comrade here.
I have read it, and actually, fun fact I just remembered, his name is just Kenshin.
Yeah.
Do you know what Rurouni means?
Yeah, it's just the Rurouni is just the swordsmen who are wanderers.
Straight up
Yeah,
wandering
just the
samurai,
wanderers, yeah.
because they were very, very common after, you know, a bunch of uneducated soldiers were pretty much just put out of jobs completely.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. And the interesting thing is his past is so sad. Like,
Beautiful
he was with a
backstory.
family, and then they got killed, and then he got with another family, and then they got killed, and then he stumbles upon his master, who teaches him the Hiiten Mitsurugi style.
Well, don't
which is
spoil
his
the
awesome-
whole anime for
Oh no,
him.
like I'm not spoiling it. I haven't even talked about Shishio yet. Okay, it's really good. But yeah, it's really good, and check it out if you want to see a sad backstory and some overcoming action. Then don't watch the movie though. But not the live action, but like the actual animated movie. It was done by a different company and they completely messed it up.
Awful.
I don't know if you saw it, but yeah, check it
Interesting.
out.
Up next, we have Terraform Mars, a wonderful sci-fi manga that's finally not about giant robots, because honestly, who likes mechs anyway? Nobody. Let me tell you why. Pacific Rim, $0 box office. That is a true fact that I looked up on IMDb.
Wow.
Now, Terraform Mars is a wonderful sci-fi about humans about to go extinct in about 1,000 years. So they decide to send a ton of moss and a ton of cockroaches up to Mars, wherein the cockroaches and the moss will feed each other, slowly dying and creating an atmosphere around Earth, creating CO2 and oxygen, suitable for humans to live in. 500 years after this plan was enacted, they send up a team of spacemen and women to investigate the plant and see how it's coming along. They're aware it's not ready yet, so they had to go undergo some random surgery that you don't know about. However, once they get there, the first person steps off the ship and his entire head is exploded by a rock, because the cockroaches have evolved into a bipedal form, and they are absolutely ripped. Can we get figure 2 up on the screen, please?
Is this an anime or a Raid commercial?
Oh.
I feel like it is.
Look at those biceps.
That's a smakshy cockroach.
Anyway, these extremely cut cockroaches are merciless, and they don't speak, so there's no reasoning with them. The only recourse is to fight back, so they start sending up teams of humans who have been implanted with cockroach DNA and other insect DNA, and they're able to transform into different versions of insects, utilizing their power on a human scale. This manga is fascinating. The anime is amazing, and I have to assume all the fight scenes are beautiful since I haven't finished it yet. But
nice.
The concept is wonderful, it's finally not about mechs, and it's sci-fi. I recommend it.
If you like roaches, I think you'll like this.
If you like sexy roaches.
Only sexy roaches. Alright, the next anime is Blood Plus. This one is so underrated, it's so good. The soundtrack is amazing. The art is amazing. The female character is like hella strong, which we love, right? So it's basically about this girl, or should I say girl? 'Cause she's like 1,000 years old. This young lady, vampire named Saya, who doesn't know she's a vampire because for some reason she's been put to sleep and she woke up and forgot. She was adopted by a family in the 21st century in Japan. But all of a sudden, her server, who from 2,000 years ago comes back and is like, hey, you need to like wake up and like awaken your powers because enemies are attacking you. We need you to like stop them because you're the only one who has the power to do so. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm just a regular high school girl. Like, I have a boyfriend. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh no, man. Like, you have these powers. You need to wake up and like fight, right? So he injects her with some sort of serum that will wake up her powers. And once she awakens them, she doesn't really know how to control them. She has the power, she has the powers of like this really, really old ancient vampire, but she still has the mind of like a 15, 16-year-old girl. So it's just the conflict between that. She slowly starts to remember her past and remember sort of the messed up things she did when she was like with her family and stuff like that. She also has to fight off her evil sister, who is completely awake, never went to sleep.
It's hot.
And so it's definitely like a really, really good anime. Kind of gets annoying at the end because her family is just like kind of weird about how she's a vampire. And she's like, I can't help that, man. Like, I'm just a vampire. Yeah, I'm just saying who I am. So it's really good. Check it out. It's kind of hard to find. You might have to go on like one of those weird websites that will like give you viruses to find this anime, which is kind of sad. It's not on like Netflix or Hulu or anything. But
Kiss Anime.
Yeah,
Google
Kiss
it.
Anime or Go Anime. You guys know what's up. Anyways, next.
Next on the list, we have a series from the acclaimed Akira Toriyama, the writer of the classic Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Who doesn't love Dragon Ball Z?
Now, the unfortunate part about the anime I wish to discuss is that it came out just a little while before Dragon Ball, the original series, and was so completely overshadowed that it nearly fell off the face of existence. But not to me. I'm here to remember and respect and love forever Dr. Slump, Akira Toriyama's very first serialized manga. Now, this series revolves around a young girl named Arale.
Is she a robot?
Yes, she is a lifelike android that Dr. Senbi Norimaki, by the way, every single person's name in this story is food.
Yes.
As is in Dragon Ball. Fun fact about Akira Toriyama, apparently he hates making up names.
Freezer, carrot.
Freezer, carrot cake. Senbei is a rice cracker. Arale is also a rice cracker. Now, she's way too strong, and she's also stuck as a toddler, but she has the mind of probably a 15 to 18-year-old girl, so she's constantly questioning about her body, why she doesn't have a belly button. Sometimes directly why she doesn't have a vagina, and of course Senbei is like, oh, because I'm an old man and I've never seen one. And apparently that's normal for genius scientists in Japan, and who somehow choose to live in rural towns. But the manga is a gag manga, so nothing ever bad happens. It's just a bunch of jokes, people blowing up, a lot of poop is thrown. There's a lot of poop jokes in this one. If you don't like poop jokes or literal poop on a stick, then don't.
Yeah, I was
don't watch
confused
this.
by that in Dragon Ball when she showed up. Poop on a
Yes,
stick.
that is
Like,
a
what?
continuing theme in the whole series is poop. She's very good at finding poop.
Nice.
And that's Dr. Slump. I highly recommend it. I grew up on it. It's what gave me my interest in anime and manga.
I grew up on Kenshin, which I probably shouldn't have. Next anime. This one, Terror and Resonance, probably one of the best animated animes I've ever seen. If you like Death Note, if you like that but you want more action, I highly suggest this one. It's basically based on a terrorist group who, they're like mad at the Japanese government because the government was doing experiments on them. So the two guys that you see right here, or experiments, they don't even have names, they just have numbers for like their names. And so to get back at the government, they escape when they're teenagers and they decide to like start basically bombing Japan. They have really super like high IQs and they're super intelligent, but they're like super antisocial. And so somehow the main character, the protagonist, wonderful protagonist here. Oh, we love anime guys with glasses, right? We love him. He's like the classic anime guy with glasses.
Waifu.
Yes. So basically the girl, she gets wound up into this terrorist group. She's just walking along and like in order for her not to die, she has to help them bomb this building. So they don't end up bombing it, but they're basically trying to get back at the government for doing experiments on them and like trying to free other people from experiments. So it's like this debate whether it was the right method, kind of like Death Note, is it the right method to like go after the justice system or should you take another route? It's really good. So definitely check that shit out.
As long as it's not as wordy as Death Note, I'm into it.
It's a little wordy, but it's a lot of explosions.
Okay, that's
which is good.
Like, I like action and sexiness in my animes. I like them to be politically incorrect. Don't even get me started on my fave yaois.
Oh, yaoi, yes.
Up next, we have one of the greatest tragedies known to man in the adaptation of manga to anime. I'm talking, of course, about the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. Everybody remembers Yu-Gi-Oh! As the fun trading card game with Blue Eyes White Dragon and Dark Magician. However, what if I told you that this was not where the series started at all?
What?
The series is based around Yugi Muto, whose father runs a game store. Of course, Yugi loves games. One day, Yugi finds the Millennium Puzzle, the big triangle thing on his chest. He solves it. And however, Yugi has been having tons of trouble with bullies at his school. So once he solves it and Yami Yugi takes over, for reference, Yami Yugi is the sexy one. He decides to take revenge on anybody who has wronged him or his friends. And in doing his revenge, it's a little graphic and a little brutal. It's not so much anymore, I'm just sending you to the Shadow Realm. It's more of, let's play a game where we stab a stack of money on top of our hands with a very sharp knife. And then once you lose, you end up only being able to see money for the rest of your life, no matter what it is. This one, there was a perverted director, specifically, that once he lost the game with Yugi, which, by the way, it was just a game of dice, Yugi was like, I bet it'll roll Snake Eyes. If it rolls anything else, you win. Guess what? It rolled Snake Eyes. And now this guy can only see in Mosaic forever, because he wanted to make Anzu topless on camera.
Tragic.
In the original manga, Yugi had someone stabbed in the hand, he blew somebody up with actual explosives, and he made a person blind for the rest of his life. That is the Yu-Gi-Oh! That I love and remember. None of that Duel Monsters trading card baloney.
Oh gosh. Alright.
Yeah.
That was our most underrated anime. If you guys have any more underrated anime you want us to talk about, please comment down below. And that is a wrap for Spicy Nerds.
Thank you.
Spicy. So spicy.
Aggressive today. God.
Ooh, aggressive.
I don't want to see that.
Oh, you don't want to see one?
It's nice.
Cute.
Anyway.
Lead us. So let's wait like 5 minutes more and
okay.
I guess. Let's have it.
Yes, I, Ianka Sarah, Power Dyke, am hereby making my presence known at the meeting. Sit down now.
Friendship.
Aw, I haven't seen you in such a long time. I just like bombarded your guys' meetings.
I saw an old picture and I was like, wow, I used to be hot. Now I look in the mirror and I'm like, wow, I'm hot now. I love it.
You're a good looking dude.
You're a bitch, Abdul.
You don't need to tell me twice. So, I guess you guys want to join us for the meeting?
We're coming going
We're just saying hi.
Love and Roshin, can you like give me the middle finger again for our show? Please. act like I made a joke. No, do the middle finger, Roshin.
Oh my god.
Do it for the. Huh?
Lock the door.
I just like lock the door.
Why do you sound like a car starting?
Wait, no, I used to.
What kind of car
Myself to my phone, that's fun.
Don't even lips, just nip up. I don't know.
He writhed in disgust, and at the end of his convulsing, he mostly felt betrayed. It was clear that his lovely lady was into some crazy shit, and he had a horrible fear of missing out, of becoming a knight to go on an 8-week bar hopping trip.
No, that's actually that would ruin every date. Like nobody would be able to.
Mim has resigned just now.
What?
Really?
New president! New president!
Her over email like for a little bit, and then I was gonna invite her on the show, and we were just gonna surprise her with a fucking.
We
like,
talked about that. That whole
Yeah.
idea.
Oh, I think it was you guys again. Yeah, that's right.
Don't smoke, baby. It's bad for you. You've got a lot of time to develop healthy and unhealthy habits. I'm just saying, be careful is all.